What's going on, everybody? Captain Granite back here again, and this one's a little bit different than my normal motovlog. Today I'm going to go over my motovlog setup with my Drift Ghost 4K camera, with my Voss 989 helmet, and my Purple Panda microphone. So stay tuned. So yes, I am filming it in the kitchen right now at my mother and father-in-law's house, just because it has a better setup than what I have. So this is my helmet. This is my Voss 989 Moto V helmet. It's what I've been using for the last 2 years now for motovlogging. I got my Drift 4K camera. I got my Purple Panda mic, and then I also got a little bit of Velcro, and I'll show you what the Velcro is for in just a bit. Now, I already have on the side of my helmet my mount. So this is just a standard drift mount, 3M adhesive, goes around the side of the helmet. So let's just dive right into the inside of the helmet and show you where to put the microphone. So this is the inside of my helmet. I do have it latched. You got a nice little wind skirt here. So my mount is on my right side here. So we're going to take out this cheek pad. So to do this, take this latch here, going to lift it up, just slide that right on out. Now there's 3 clasps inside the helmet here. I'm going to try to get... It's going to be kind of hard with the lighting, people. I'm sorry. So on this side here, there's 3 little buttons. So there's one here, one up near the cheek, and one up top. They just pop right on out. So you reach on in, hear the first click. The second click is right there. And then the third click is up near the latch. Right there. Then this pops around out, slide out the little clasp here, and I just flipped on out. And just to save time, I did take off my visor. So inside here, you'll see those 3 nice little red little buttons there, little tabs, whatever you want to call them. That holds the padding on the inside. This right here, you can take this out if you want to put in a Bluetooth device speaker. Makes it really handy. So now on to the microphone. So the microphone is a Purple Panda lavender mic. Has a little 3.5 millimeter plug, which I have to plug into the adapter to go into a... Let me just pull this off. It's still a 3.5, but because it's lined up differently, I forget what they call it. Gesture on 2 helped me with that one. But in order for my audio to work, I have to go to this plug, this 3.5 millimeter, and then into my little mini USB connector here. Get right up in there. And that goes right into the camera. So the first thing I really want to do is I want to attach the camera to the side of the helmet. That will allow me to plug in the little mini USB to the bottom of the camera. That way I can see how much room I have to play with. Mainly because the cord's really long and you want to ensure that you're not leaving too much slack. Okay, so got the little adapter piece on the camera. That will just clip right on in. You hear it clip, and then I pull up on the tabs just to ensure that they're locked in. From there, you have 2 little hatches on the bottom of the camera, here and here. One will be the micro SD slot. The other will be where the microphone's going to go into. So I want to take my microphone piece here. I want to stick it right in the camera, just like that. And you'll see also at the back this other piece of Velcro here. I'll get to that in a little bit. So from this point on, I need to get inside the helmet here and actually set the microphone to where I want it to be. Okay, now that I have the helmet on its side, I have the microphone piece here, and usually I keep my microphone right up next to this little chin curtain here. I kind of line it right up with that. That kind of allows it to pick up my voice pretty well, but it also keeps the wind from getting into it a little bit. I do have a little bit of issue with wind noise. I'm not sure if you guys can really hear it on the videos. I sure as hell can when I'm editing. So I set it pretty much right in line with this little red dot here, if you can see it. Yep. So I put it right there. Now the cable, as you can see here, I still have all that to fit into the helmet. So where's it going to go? I like to line it pretty much right in here in this padding. Unfortunately, it doesn't really give me a lot of room, and I do feel the cables up against my ear, and it drives me nuts. Just having the microphone in here, cable out, just like that. I'm going to take the padding I took off, okay, and I'm going to put back through the hole here. Just set it like that. So on the inside here, this little flap here just tucks in around to the edge of the helmet. Now I'm gonna have the microphone right here, push it back just a little bit, just tuck it away, and I'm gonna clip in the first little tab here just to kind of set the padding and so it stays stationary once I find the hole. There we go. Alright, so now this isn't gonna move all that much. So from here, I got all this cable still out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm just going to feed it in. I'm going to try to not bunch it up. I'm just going to stick it in behind this nice little pad here. So all the cables are going to tuck right in behind here, not bunching them up. And you can tweak it as you go. So I'm just tossing them back there. Feed this through. Okay. And we're going to leave a little bit of slack. Just a little bit of slack so I can show you what the Velcro is for. So from here, I'm going to turn the helmet. Okay. This Velcro piece here. So what this is I have it. So I just make sure that this is nice and tight. I put this piece here, just like that. And I take this other piece of Velcro and I just tuck it in and it locks it right there in place. So I have very little movement in the adapter piece because I can't get it all inside this helmet here. And if I did, it'd just feel like a nice little welt in the back of my head. So that stays right there. Kind of waterproof, kind of not. But at the same time, it's staying safe right in there and it's not going to move for you. So now we got this excess cable, right? So let's get back into here and we should be able to tidy this up. Okay, so now we need to tidy this up. We need to get this cable all the way back over in here, and I'm actually going to try to put this cable sort of in a little bit of a safer location here. And you got to be careful not to fully pinch this cable in. So I go all the way to the end here, and I just tuck this tab down in. Boom, boom. Just like that. So now my padding is back in my helmet. For the most part, I'll sort of situate it once I get it all set in there. So from here, we're going to, as you can see, all that cable still there. Trying to get some lighting in here. Let's see. So you can see the padding is kind of all messed up in there, a little whopper jawed. So let's get it all situated. Okay, I got a little bit of extra lighting behind me. So now you can actually see in there. I probably should have had that on from the beginning. Whatever. So let's get this all situated. So we don't want this piece here. And you want to make sure it's all the way clasped in. Otherwise, your sound's not going to work. So I tuck this right about here. Just on the edge, underneath this little lip here. That way it's not up against my head and it's not bothering me. The rest of the cable here will be pretty easy just to tuck away inside the back padding. Kind of like an out of sight, out of mind type of deal. We're going to take this, again, just tuck it right in here. And then we're going to find this other tab that's right in here, right at the base of the helmet. We're just going to clip it in. Boom. Okay, now we have one clasp left, and that's up near the cheek. So we're going to be able to situate that here in just a second. I want to get my Voss padding out. Just this little piece here. That way, I'm not tucking anything in behind these wires, or it's pinching or anything like that. So we're going to clasp this last little button back here in the far back of the helmet. Making sure no wires get pinched. Clip. Okay. Wires are nice and snug back there. All tucked away. I got a little bit around the ear, so I'm going to push these over towards the back part of the helmet here. And boom. That should do it. And then we just want to double check everything. We want to make sure that this little piece here, the little extra little adapter piece, is tucked in. So that's not going to be an issue. You got nice little minimal slack here. Velcro is going to be pretty well on there. That's just 3M Velcro. I got it off from Amazon. So that holds that all in place. Still plugged into the camera. Cable's nice and out of the way. Let's just get it just a little bit up over here on this little edge piece, just because I don't like it just coming off and in. I like just have it tucked in behind the helmet and then in. So I can always adjust that later, or I could just put a little piece of electrical tape here because I'm out of Velcro. So that should be it. Microphone is still right here, didn't move. Cables are all tucked away. So it's not the prettiest setup in the world, but it does everything for me. That's my setup for my helmet. I know a lot of people don't use these drift cameras, but the ones that do, I've always said really good things about them. As soon as you update them though, that's the big thing. You have to update these drift cameras. If you don't, to start, the volume is just, it's all over the place. So my settings that I've been using for my drift camera, I've been using 2.7K at 60 frames per second. I'm now going to be using 1080p at 60 just because my GoPro session that I have for my front facing is also at 1080p 60. I just want them to match. There's no issues with 1080. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really my helmet setup. I know it's not the cleanest. I know it's not the prettiest. It works for me. It makes sure that I can actually continue putting out content for you guys. The Voss helmet, the 989 helmet, I do like the helmet. It's not the quietest. I wish it was. I wish it was a bit quieter. The wind noise has been a little bit of an issue this year. I'm trying to figure out ways to fix it. There's some quirks to the helmet itself. There's a vent in the back of the helmet. I have to make sure it's pressed down. If I don't, it whistles. Drives me nuts. The front air vent lets in a lot of air noise. I mean, it's going to for pretty much any helmet they have. The top vents, because the wind comes up and over my windshield, it hits right on the vents. A lot of wind noise. So I basically have no vents open except for the back vent because it whistles. So if you want a helmet that's good for the money, it'll do the job. I suggest Voss helmets. I think going forward after this helmet, I'm probably going to go with a Shoei or an Icon, something that's just a little bit better with the wind noise, just a little bit quieter. If you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out to me in the comments below, and I'll have links for the camera, for the microphone, for the helmet, all in the description below. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until the next one, Captain Granite, and I'll catch you on the next one.